Charlie, please, don't touch it. It's a miracle you got it started, all together.
Well, very well.
Very well.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Little Julius, the newest television sensation, singing Great Getting Up Morning. And now...
I think it's dead, sir.
Thank you, Father. Gives me a great deal of security to know that I got a professional repairman on hand to tell me that the set is dead. Fix it.
I think it's the antenna, sir.
Crowley, what interests me psychologically is how you can allow the set to go dead while your own son is starring. Hardly a shining example of fatherly love.
Mr. Miller, I can't tell you how grateful I am that you put my son on television.
If you'd like to repay me, fix the set. Or have you outgrown your position as my handyman?
I'll check the antenna. Oh, Mr. Miller, do you think little Julius needs a lawyer?
Why, he's getting a divorce.
You see, his Uncle Herbert in Milwaukee is a lawyer. And since the boy's become famous, he's been writing me every day. What should I do?
Check the antenna.
Yes, sir.
On the shores of Gitche Gumi sat the big chief Hiawatha.
Who sat where?
Well, Hiawatha sat on the shores of Gitche Gumi, Mr. Miller.
He did? What is that, Julius?
Oh, it's a lesson my teacher, Miss Butler, gave me. I have to memorize it before I go to bed.
Oh, forget about the lesson. Worry about your public. That whole last number wasn't any good.
Well, maybe it was the set.
Don't blame it on your father.
But Miss Butler...
She hasn't laid a hand on you, has she?
Oh, no, but it's those eyes.
Oh, don't worry about Miss Butler. Worry about the show. 30 million people love you. You're a trend, an institution. Here, look at all this wonderful fan mail that you got.
I'll have to read them later, Mr. Miller. Right now, I gotta study Hiawatha.
Forget Hiawatha. We're not doing it Western. Come on.
Right?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Graham, but Mr. Branson will have to cancel his luncheon date. Oh, dinner tonight at the Colony? I doubt that. He's casting.
I think you'll find those contracts all in order, Mr. Branson.
Gentlemen, let's be calm. In this office, calmness and dignity prevail. What I hold in my hand is a contract that you have submitted. Each page of this contract is a personal insult to me. Now, the fact that it's a personal insult to me is of absolutely no importance. But that you, grown-up men, are trying to take advantage of a little boy, this is fantastic.
But Mr. Branson...
Mr. Bramson, I'm sure that my attorney is trying to make the best terms possible, but as a sponsor of the Little Julius television show, I can cut through a lot of the red tape. I want that boy on a long-term contract.
I like your attitude.
You gentlemen can arrange the details.
Of course, Mr. Clark. I take it then, Mr. Branson, that you have full power to negotiate this contract?
Well, absolutely.
I would like to know, who is this Miller person? He seems to be always with the boy. What is his position?
Miller? Miller! Well, you know, he's a male nurse, sort of an English nanny.
But in all matters pertaining to the boy, we can look to you personally.
Gentlemen, the doors of my office are always open to you.
Bramson?
Good day, gentlemen. Good day, good day.
Mr. Branson, you must be mad. What about Mr. Miller?
Miller? What Miller are you talking about?
I mean Charlie Miller, the man who discovered little Julius.
Joan, you always wanted to go abroad. Now I'm making it possible for you. The tickets will be ready. Please forgive me if I wouldn't come down to the pier to wish you bon voyage. I'm going to be busy interviewing new secretaries.
Bless you. I've been wanting to get out of this trap for years.
Now, wait a minute, Joan. Don't leave me. You know I need you.
All right. Let's continue. in a calm, dignified manner.
I like the way you do me. Very, very good. Now, take a memo to David Howard, the head of the publicity department. My dear David, I have in front of me your latest publicity release on the little Julius. It is gold, pure gold. Every word is a gem, every thought is a pearl. I'm not going to waste my time to change even one single syllable because I'm not going to use it. Please don't feel badly about it. If you must feel badly about something, start feeling badly as of this moment about the fact that you're fired. Best personal regards, J. Arthur Bromson.
Mr. Branston, he's your brother-in-law.
You're right. You're right, P.S. Give my love and best wishes to my sister. Even my relatives must have brains. Now just see that. Just see that. Look at this release. Little Julius and Esther Williams shared the corner table at El Marocca last night. Can it be possible that the sparkle in Esther's eyes and the sparkle on a diamond ring she is wearing are both due to little Julius? How do you like that? This is an old hot Hollywood. It's finished long ago. I know it because I started it. Now I have a vision. Dignity must prevail. And to preserve this integrity, from now on, I am going to take care personally about the publicity of the little angel. Now, take my first memo to all the newspapers. J. Arthur Bromson, the eminent producer, first discovered little Julius in a gypsy camp.
Hello, Miss Miller.
Hello.
You wouldn't be interested in this.
Who is this? J. Arthur Bramson, the eminent producer, first discovered Julius in a gypsy camp. You felt I wouldn't be interested in this?
Oh, please, Mr. Miller, don't make a scene. He's very nervous.
I'm not going to make a scene. I just came to say goodbye.
Goodbye? Where are you going?
Julius and I are leaving for a little trip around the world for good.
Julius, what do you mean?
If I leave him here, the gypsies might come and take him back.
Now, why are you so suspicious? Why are all teen neurotic men are suspicious? Now, wait a minute. Let me explain.
No, I got the kid.
No, wait a minute.
Save it. I got the kid.
All right. I am giving up. You got the kid. Look, you got the kid, you got the chair, you got the desk, you got the telephone. It's all yours. I am perfectly satisfied to remain an innocent bystander. Hey, don't touch it. It might be important. Alamak, hang up. I call you back.
Goodbye.
No, wait a minute. Where are you going?
The chair, the desk, the table, the phone, everything is all yours.
No, please don't go away. I need you.
I got the kid.
All right, little Julius. Now,
By the shores of Gitche Gumi, by the shining big sea water.
go on. I'm sure there's more to this poem than that.
Miss Butler, I haven't had time to study.
Yes, that's quite obvious. And why not?
Because I don't like Hiawatha, and I'm not going to do it. And don't stare at me, ma'am. It won't do you any good. 30 million people love me. I'm a trend. I'm an institution. By the shores of Gitche Gumi, sat the big chief Hiawatha. Next to him sat... Oh, I don't know where he sat or who sat next to him.
Well, I guess we don't have to worry about Hiawatha for the time being, anyway. And I don't think we have to worry about little Julius, the television star. But I do think we have to worry about little Julius, the boy from Milwaukee. Now, let's talk. Now, what's the problem?
Well, Mr. Miller...
Mr. Miller.
He wants me to do one thing, and you want me to do another. I'm all mixed up.
Well, it's perfectly simple. You have a mind of your own. You do what I tell you.
But I'm loyal to Mr. Miller.
Do you know what loyalty is?
Well, it's, But I got it, ma'am.
I'll tell you what loyalty is. Loyalty. Loyalty is a quality of devotion. It can be between a man and a boy, or it can be between a man and a woman. And now we'll discuss modesty. Now, modesty means that you must continue to study and to learn, despite the fact that 30 million people watch you and you're a trend, whatever that is. Now, do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now, we'll go back to
Hiawatha. By the shores of Gitche.
Let's get him off the shores. Start with the next.
Julius, look at the great review you got in Variety. Hit kid from stick, surefire for pigs.
Get out of my classroom.
What classroom, you crazy woman? This is my living room.
All right, then we shall continue to learn in the privacy of my apartment.
What apartment? The one you used to rent for me? That's all in the past. Because as tomorrow, there's a vacancy sign on it.
Mr. Miller, must we argue in front of the boy?
Yes, in front of the boy. I want to be well informed. When you're not here anymore, I don't want to ask what happened to you.
Mr. Miller, I'm only a little boy.
This one you won't win.
Don't worry, little Julius. I am not leaving my apartment. Mr. Miller, if you think that you or anyone else can stop me from educating that boy, you're wrong. Now, he may be talented, but that's no reason for him to be ignorant. And that goes for both of you. Now, you just pick up your book and you learn your Hiawatha. I will not have you becoming a disciple of that Fu Manchu. I shall return.
It's not a teacher, that's a general. Julius, don't look so sad. It's not a tragedy.
I think you made her feel bad, Mr. Miller.
Ah, don't worry about Miss Butler. She got me. And I love you.
And I love you too, Mr. Miller.
And you know I wouldn't do anything to hurt you.
I know, but if Miss Butler doesn't teach me, who will?
You're looking at her.
You?
Of course. I can give you just as good an education as she can. Better. Better. Now, that's your lesson for today?
Yes, sir.
Ah. Loyalty. What is loyalty?
Well, it's...
Loyalty is when you got somebody by the throat, but you don't squeeze too hard because you're loyal to them. That's loyalty.
I think Miss Butler said something different.
Miss Butler said something different. All right, now, modesty. What is modesty?
Well, it's...
Modesty is that you shouldn't go out into the street naked so you won't get arrested or catch a cold.
Are you sure you're right?
Julius, you question me?
Well, I'm all mixed up.
Well, all right. Let's forget about the lessons. Julius, when I get through teaching you, you'll be exactly like me. Okay?
Well, I guess so.
Lunch. You call that lunch? In the good old days, I would sit down with borscht, caviar, blintzes.
That's why in these days you eat cottage cheese, grapes, and pills. Hello? It's Miss Butler, the boy's teacher.
Yeah? 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 Of course I'm a partner. And I'm firing you too. Look who is here, little Julius. And where is Mr. Miller?
Oh, I sneaked away from him.
You sneaked away from Mr. Miller.
Yes, Mr. Bramson. I wanted to see you alone.
John, you still here. Why haven't I got privacy in this office?
I just left.
Mr. Bramson.
Call me Uncle Arthur.
All right, Uncle Arthur.
Now say it. Roll it around your tongue. Get used to it.
Uncle Arthur. Uncle Arthur.
Yay.
Uncle Arthur.
Oh, wonderful. Come here, my boy. Tell your Uncle Arthur what's on your mind.
Well, I don't know if you'd be interested. It's about a fight I had with Mr. Miller.
You had a fight with Mr. Miller? Of course I am interested.
Well, maybe I shouldn't talk about it.
No, talk, I insist.
Well, it wasn't exactly a fight. It was kind of an argument. Well, Mr. Miller fired my teacher, and I feel sad about it, because I liked Miss Butler.
Miss Butler? That lovely woman?
You know her, Uncle Arthur?
Miss Butler, one of my favorite people. I just talked to her. So he fired her, and you want her back?
Yes, sir. Could you please talk to Mr. Miller? It's a big favor, Uncle Arthur.
Of course. You know, when you call me Uncle Arthur, I am the happiest man in the world. I am so lonely here.
I feel sad for you.
And I feel sad for you, for loving Mr. Miller. Now, why would a boy like you love Mr. Miller?
Well, he's good to me, and we have good times together. We eat hamburgers at Sloppy Joe's. We go to shooting galleries. We go to Coney Island.
All these wonderful places that I always wanted to go and never been.
I'll take you there.
You will?
Sure, they have hamburgers with mustard and ketchup and chili.
Exactly the way I like it.
You do?
Yes. And I tell you something else. We are going to go to the shooting gallery. You will see your Uncle Arthur shoot. I am a marksman, an expert.
Mr. Miller shoots very good.
Mr. Miller, an amateur. You should see your Uncle Arthur shoot. Come on, boy, we're going to have a wonderful time. John, little Julius and I are going to have lunch.
I'll call the Star Club and make reservations.
What Star Club? What's the name of that place?
Sloppy Joe's hamburger joint.
Sloppy Joe's hamburger joint.
You should see the hamburgers they make. That thick, with a big slice of onion.
I'll call the doctor and make reservations.
After I ever felt better in my life. Look, ring for the elevator. John, if Mr. Miller happens to come in, I want you to give him a message.
Well, what is it, Mr. Bramson?
Very short one. Just 4 words. I got the key.
Uncle Arthur.
Thank you, my boy. Oh,
Is something wrong, Uncle Arthur?
something wrong? Why should there should be anything wrong? I'm having a wonderful time.
Then you shouldn't eat those 4 hot dogs like I did. I'm more used to them than you are.
I enjoyed it very much.
Mr. Miller can only eat 3.
That's why I ate 4.
Uncle Arthur, do you think you can hit the bell? Mr. Miller can hit it 4 or 5 times.
Hit the bell? Hitting the bells are for the children. You watch your Uncle Arthur, what he's going to do to those little dogs.
Uncle Arthur, that's terrific.
No, my friend, little Julius, that isn't terrific. What you're going to see now, that's going to be terrific. Now, wait a minute. Pardon me, madam. Pardon me. Now, watch it, boy. Now you're going to see something really terrific. Watch it.
Wow, I didn't think anybody could shoot like that.
You didn't know your Uncle Arthur, did you? Well, are you tired?
Oh, no. Now we gotta go to Coney Island, where there's some hot dogs and chili.
Hot dogs with chili. Are you still hungry?
A little. Are you?
Stop.
I'm enjoying myself, Uncle Arthur. Could we do just one more thing?
One more thing.
Could we get rid of Fred in the big car and go by subway to Coney Island?
By subway? Oh, no.
Mr. Miller and I always go by subway.
All right. Get rid of Fred. Give the boy anything he wants. We go around again.
Bramson, it's John.
John? John, I'm fading. I must make a peace with my maker.
Just make peace with your stomach.
How are you feeling, Uncle Arthur?
Like like a tiger. How's the kids' education getting along?
Excellent. I just came to thank you, Mr. Branson, for rehiring me.
Mr. Branson, Mr. Miller's on his way up. Are you well enough to see him?
You may come in.
Do you anticipate any trouble from Mr. Miller?
Constantly. But don't you worry. I'll take care of it. Now leave me alone with him.
Arthur. Arthur. What happened? What happened? I came as soon as I heard.
Charlie. So nice of you to come. You never know who is your friend. Charlie, I'm fading. I am on my way to the big corporation in the sky. I don't mind, boy. I experienced in my life two of the greatest things, friendship and love.
Arthur.
Do you forgive me, Charlie?
Oh, stop with this foolish talk. There's nothing to forgive. You're one of the finest men I've ever known.
But before I go, I just would like to know that we are still together. Partners. Bramson and Miller.
Yes, partners, Miller and Bramson.
Everything 50-50.
Everything 50-50. Share and share alike.
Share and share alike.
Now, you must rest.
You must rest.
You must rest.
Yes.
Everything 50-50. Share and share alike.
Share alike. Even little Julius.
Even little Julius.
Even
little Julius.
Even little Julius? Joe! Miss Butler! Kid! Everybody come in!
Forgive me if I seem a bit suspicious, but I got the feeling I'm not amongst friends. But Miss Butler, it won't work. You went to the wrong man. Julius does what I tell him to. And as for you, remember, I got the kid.
Come see Uncle Arthur?
Uncle Arthur?
Yeah, Uncle Arthur.
Stop with the Uncle Arthurs. Come on, Julius, we're leaving.
No, Julius is not leaving his Uncle Arthur. As a matter of fact, this entire scene has made me a new man. I'm on my way to the library to brush up on my reading. I want to look over the kid's contract. Madam, continue the kid's education. I want him to overcome his environment.
Julius. This is Charlie Miller. The man who discovered you, who loves you. Don't you know what loyalty is?
Certainly. Loyalty is when you got a man by the throat, but you don't squeeze too hard because you're loyal. That's loyalty.
Who taught you a terrible thing like that?
You did.
You gonna listen to an uneducated man like me? Miss Butler, I'm paying you a fortune to tutor this boy. Tell him what loyalty is.
A loyalty is a spiritual devotion.
Exactly my word.
By the shores of Gitche-Gumee, by the shining big sea water, stood the wigwam of Nokomis, daughter of the moon Nokomis.
I want you to make everything in Kashmir.
Mr. Miller, you promised there would be no interruption.
I'll handle this. What's this with the cashmere? You're interfering with the boy's education.
The boy can be educated and be measured at the same time. Now look.
Yes, sir.
I want you to make for him 2 slacks, sports slacks in cashmere.
Cashmere for a little boy?
Of course, I want him to be elegant. You don't think I want him to look like you?
Sir, I'm only a little boy, but...
Stop it.
What's wrong with him saying I'm only a little boy?
The last time he said I'm only a little boy, his salary went up $400.
Go ahead,
Sir, what's cashmere?
speak. Never mind what cashmere is. You're interfering with his education, and I don't want to have cashmere.
And I do.
I don't.
You don't want him to have a lesson?
I don't want him to have cashmere.
Gentlemen, please, I cannot work under these conditions.
I think you're absolutely right. Quit.
I'll never get the suit.
Now you'll get it faster, madam. Come here. You're an educated woman. Would you please take a chalk and put down the measurement?
I'm a teacher, not a tailor.
Please don't be petty. Put down the measurement.
We'll continue the lesson when this is all over.
All right. Let me see.
Are you going to measure me, Uncle Arthur?
Of course. What do you think I did before I went to the picture business? We start with the size of your waist.
What size is yours, Mr. Miller?
34.
I'm the same.
34. Wow. Now, the sleeve length.
What length is yours, Mr. Miller?
33.
I'm the same.
Well, I can see it's a perfect 33. What's your neck size?
50 and a half.
I'm the same.
Well, then it's very easy. You two are the twins.
I wish we were.
You see, Charlie, you haven't got the kid. I haven't got the kid. The kid's got us.